Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I have part 2 of the Las Vegas Raiders ebook. Just want to say thank you guys for showing so much support on this last video. This video I'm gonna be going over all my favorite runs. You guys know I'm not a passer, I'm a runner, and I accept that. So I'm gonna be showing you guys my favorite runs in the book. I will be using the 49ers, which I use them because they have a 97 speed running back. For the Classic, I know that's coming up. I know a lot of you guys are preparing. You guys don't know whether you want to use the Packers, the Niners, the Bucks, the Chiefs. In my opinion, if you're going to run the ball every play, I think the Niners are a very good team for you. Me personally, I will be using the Packers just because I think that they have a little bit better of an offense. The Niners have a better defense, but the Packers have a little bit of a better offense. So when I do have to pass, they have Devontae Adams and they have Gunslinger with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Jones is a pretty good running back. He's obviously not as fast as Mozart, but he's definitely still a very good option. But today I will be going over my favorite runs. As I said, there's a lot of them in the Raiders playbook. If you guys know, you guys see me playing tournaments, I'm always saying I just got to find the run, which is just that's my game plan going into every single game, every single big game at least. Just got to find that one run. That one run. It's there. You just got to find it. I've played some of the best players in the world, and they have really good run defense, but there's one run that they can't stop. And for you guys that are just playing like average Joes, there's probably going to be 6, 7, 8 runs that they can't stop. But when you're playing the best players in the world, they're just probably going to have one run that they just didn't lap for or thought they prepared for it, but I run it a little bit of a different way, and so they can't really stop it. But I will be showing you guys my audibles real quick. Again, I'm in 2-1-2, which means 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. So I will be able to audible down to strong close, I form, all that stuff. But here's my audibles for trips tight end. Just pause the video to write them down if you want. Strong close, strong tight, strong H wing, I form close, I form H slot, I form slot close, I form tight, I form H wing, and yeah. And then also I'll sometimes do wing flex close if it's a big game. Audibles for that. But yeah, so we'll be going over my favorite run probably in the game that a lot of people finally figured out. I didn't even know about it. Shout out my dude Fancy. He started running it and I copied it off of him. I'm gonna be real. Like I copied it off of him. It's a very good run. So again, shout out him for showing everybody this run. And so obviously you guys know the meta is cover 2 man. They're gonna be in man align obviously to run man. And so all we're gonna do is call inside zone. And against the Packers, you need to double team the DT. You call hike, and then you just cut it back. And I mean, look at all the green grass. I mean, that is just insane. Again, we'll press the guys on defense. All we're gonna do is double team the DT. Make one guy miss, and you're off to the races. And he's 97 speed, so there's nobody on the Packers that's even going to be able to catch him. Yeah, this run is absolutely insane. Insane. It makes people not be able to run man against you in trips, which is just like so huge because passing against zone's a lot easier, in my opinion. And I know a lot of you guys that are blind like me struggle the same way like me. So if you make people get out of their defense for passing, pay attention, put all 11 guys in the box to stop the run. Even a blind man can make some of these reads. The guys are wide open. I'll show you guys in some later videos what my favorite pass is. Once you set them up, just like they do in the NFL, run the ball to set up the pass game. I kind of bring that to Madden. A lot of people will pass every play. Me personally, I will try to run the ball and catch people off guard and try to hit them over the head with passes once in a while. But as you guys can see, all you got to do is double team this DT, Kenny Clark, because he has inside stuff. If they don't have inside stuff, you don't need to do that step. But against the Packers, a lot of people use the Packers, especially for this Madden Classic coming up. Got to double team the DT. So yeah, you just call hike. You got to stop once. So if you don't stop, you're just going to run right into this whole a lot of crazy sheds. There's too many people in here, too much congestion. Like, something bad's probably going to happen. You're going to get tackled. Only get like 1 or 2 yards. But as you can see, there is, look at all this green grass over here. There's this one guy getting blocked, and then this safety. That's it. This safety over here is not going to be able to do nothing. All these guys are just going to be getting blocked. They're not going to, even if they shed, they're not going to be doing anything over there. Same with these dudes. They're too slow. They're not going to be able to catch you. So it's really the user, which gets blocked, because he'll try to shoot it. A lot of people will try to shoot it. If they try to scrape it and come over here, you just run up this gap, because this guy will be over here, and if this guy gets blocked, this hole is huge. So you really just got to make a read on the user. If he tries to shoot it, which 99% of people do, you just cut it back. If he tries to scrape it, which means you just go to the outside and you try to scrape the line, you just cut up right this hole like a normal inside zone. But anyway, you stop running. You stop like a stop and go. So you pull back on the stick. So you're stopped. Once you get the ball, you stop. And then you just cut back this right to the right. And I mean, just look at this hole. Like, look at how much open field, all this green grass, and you just got one guy to miss. And even if you don't make a miss, you're at the 40, he's at the 50. I'm pretty sure we hiked the ball at the 38 or 39 or the 40. So even if you don't make a miss, he tackles you right here. He tackles you right here, that's a 5-yard gain. If you do make a miss, like I was able to, you run for a touchdown. And you're back on defense. But, yeah. This run is super good. And with 97 speed, Raheem Moser, like, nobody's catching him, as I said. So, I mean, yeah. That run is super good. We'll be going over my second favorite run, probably. Call timeout. And, yeah, people are going to be man-to-man. This run, inside zone, is super good. Alright. You can come out in whatever play you want in trips. You can, and they will be coming back out in man-to-man, cover 2 man probably. Press their guys. And we're going to call I-form H-slot stretch alert bubble. Again, you double team the DT. I like to quick hike it so they can't set up. And look at that hole, and then Raheem Moser, I mean, Savage might catch him. He might have been able to catch him if he dives, but obviously this is the CPU. But, I mean, you guys saw, we'll run it again. I like to quick hike them before they can set up. I mean, that's an easy 10, 15-yard gain. It destroys 335 wide, in my opinion. Probably my second favorite run behind that inside zone. Because, I mean, look at this. You double team this DT so he doesn't inside stuff. You guys, that's the biggest thing against the Packers whenever you're running the ball. Except if you're running a power, you have to double team this DT so he doesn't destroy your center and eat you in the backfield. But call hike. It really just depends on these guys. These guys, like, this is the problem with this run though. This fullback and this right tackle, these dudes do what they want. They don't ever block the same dude twice. Like, they will just go and you just got to make the read as the runner. So as you can see, he blocks this guy out here instead of blocking the user. Because, I mean, it would be better if the fullback blocked this guy and he blocked the user and we have a huge run like that happened on the first play. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, he's just going to block some random guy. You just got to make sure. So since he blocked him, you just got to pull it out a little bit right. Since he's in an animation, he's stuck. You just got to pull it out to the right here with all this green grass. Hopefully Coleman blocks this user. He doesn't because he's just... Coleman, like, I mean, just maybe if you have Juszczyk there, he's going to block a little bit better. But regardless, even though he didn't block anything, again, we started at the 40. That is a 14 to 15-yard run, and my guys didn't even block. The first play they blocked, we got a touchdown. So this run against 235 wide absolutely destroys it. But we can run in a little bit of a conservative run with this dive. This dive, again, double team the DT. Set it up the same way you set up the stretch. It's a lot more conservative. You're not really going to lose yards because in that stretch, you do have the possibility that if they shed, you're going to lose 4 to 5 yards and your drive could be over. Because getting behind the sticks is really hard to move the ball once you're in a 2nd and 15, especially if you're a predominant runner like I am. But again, this dive, it's a lot less risky, but like the reward really isn't there. probably just 3 yards, cloud of dust, keep it moving, 2nd and 7. But those are probably my 3 favorite runs against 3-5 wide. Some of these other stretches are alright. This run is also really good against 3-5 wide. Most people obviously press. They think the FL drive is coming like I showed you guys in the last video, but they'll try to shoot it, so they'll shift their line to the right. And we call it HB zone weak. We're going to the left. All the guys are over to the right. Hopefully he picks them up, as he did. And again, it's not that huge of a run. If you can make a guy miss, it can be a big play, but again, he didn't get touched, and it was an easy 5 yards. Show it in replay again. We just have the numbers. Like, to run the ball, you obviously need the numbers. All the guys are over here. There's only one. This guy's going to get blocked. You hope this guy's going to get blocked. Then there's the user. So, there's 2 guys. And we have 1 blocker, and we have this fullback coming up where hopefully he can block. Again, it's Coleman, not the greatest blocker. If you have Juszczyk in there, it's going to probably tip your hand because he's not that great at being able to go out for a pass, but he's obviously a better blocker. But as you can see, he doesn't even get touched. Does not get touched. I try to get sticky, do what I do, but obviously it didn't work. But he doesn't get touched. Guaranteed 5 yards. I mean, that run is super good, especially if they're going to shift their line to try to user blitz you, which a lot of people do. But, yeah, I mean, those are probably my favorite runs against 55 wide. I'll show you guys my favorite runs against Big Nickel over G. Those are the 2 meta. If people are running anything else, I'll probably just pass predominantly. I haven't really seen anything else, at least on like the pro circuit. But we'll come out in Big Nickel over G. Cover 2 man again. I always love coming out in trips, as I said in the first video. It just allows you to audible to so much different stuff because custom playbooks, I mean, the Las Vegas Raiders playbook is basically a custom. And yeah. So call power O. They're going to pinch their line. And as you can see, we have the numbers to the left. You don't need to double anybody because it's a power O. Let me get my user on the DT. Call power O to the left. And that is why a lot of people stopped running Big Nickel over G, because power O's absolutely destroy it. You can go in any play, like eye tight, same thing. I probably don't really need to show you guys, waste your time. Like, you guys can just go in practice mode yourselves and see, like, Big Nickel over G, just run any type of power, it's going to destroy it. That's why nobody runs Big Nickel over G. 1, because it's not really good against the pass, but 2, it's terrible against power O's. So yeah, just go to I. My favorites are either I form close or I tight. Call the power O's. Strong tight is also a good option. And yeah, I mean, we'll go in the replay real quick and watch it. But as you can see, I mean, the linebackers don't really react. They're not really doing anything. Fullback pulls. He's out of there. Hopefully he makes a block. He made a good block, and we get a 40-yard gain or something like that. Yeah, the power O's against Big Nickel over G. If you guys are struggling against Big Nickel over G, just run a ton of powers. They're shooting the powers, then try some dives. I've never really had problem running power against anyone in Big Nickel over G. So I would just spam power in every different formation. They're not going to be able to guard them all. That's kind of my philosophy. You can still, and since they're in man line again, I'll show you guys inside zone. Any formation with man line. Hopefully it lets me double team Kenny Clark. Okay, cool. We'll pinch the line. So again, we have all the numbers to the right. There's nobody over there. Stop. Make that guy miss. And easy gain. But again, yeah. So that would be my first. That's the play I always try against man line first, is that inside zone. But yeah, those are my favorite runs in the playbook. There's obviously more runs. There's more stuff that I try to mess with. I mess with the wing flex close a little bit, but I don't really like the passes out of there, so I don't really mess with wing flex close a ton. I'll go in there if I'm struggling. Like, that's my last option. But other than that, like, those are my favorite runs. I've had success running all those. Try Just try every run. My advice for you guys is if they're stopping one of the runs, just give that run up. Like, don't run it ever again. Like, there's no point in running a run just to run it. Like, if they're stopping it, just go on to the next one. Like, there's so many runs in the playbook. Like, you can't get what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you can't get in love with one run. Like, you got to just move on to the next run. Find the run that they struggle stopping or cannot stop, and you just spam that run until they quit and cry to their mom. All right, boys? That's all you got to do. It's very simple. That's how I've won a jillion games playing Madden these last 2 years. A lot of US dollars. That's all you got to do. Find the run. All those runs I showed you will let you beat all the bots on Weekend League. Even some of the comp guys, they still can't stop the run, boys. All right? So you just got to spam the run. All those runs are really good. 335 wide, that inside zone, the H-slot stretch, the halfback zone weak, the dive. Power, I don't really like power. A lot of people figured out how to stop power in 335 wide. Only time I run power is against big nickel over G. But yeah, I appreciate you guys showing love on this video. This video was a little bit longer because there's a lot of runs. I didn't even go over all of the runs. If I went over all the runs, it would have been like a 45 to an hour long video. If you guys want me to drop like another video with more runs, like I can, but next video will probably be showing my favorite passes out of those formations, because soon people will start spying their safeties, and that's when you can hit them over the head with a baseball bat for an easy touchdown. But again, appreciate you guys showing the love for real. Smash that like button. You guys hit 50 likes, I'll drop that next video, no matter the time, the place. Smash that like button. Comment that I'm the GOAT, dummy. And I really appreciate you guys showing love. So, peace.